New year, same life philosophy. Beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm returning after a long break, and I apologize for that. Basically what happened was that my toe kind of got injured, and it kind of delayed me coming back to LA and all that business, and it's just a long story, so that's just another video. After much deliberation, I decided to do another video that I kind of did like a year ago, and a year ago I wrote a letter to myself at 18 years old, and basically kind of told myself like where I thought I was going. And now I look back at that video and I'm like, what the hell, Sarah? Like, I was so kind of lost at that point in my life, and I'm really excited now because I don't really consider myself that way. And so because of that, I decided to write another letter to myself, because I had a lot of time back when my foot was healing to kind of write again. And writing is one of my passions and something I want to get more into in 2017. And with that, I wrote a letter to myself in 2016, and I decided to share it with you guys. So if this is something you do like, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and then also stick around. That would help me out a bunch. And then my other social medias and everything you need to know will be linked in the down bar. Down bar. It's a long letter. Dear 2016, it's time we break up with each other. I remember January 2016 like it was yesterday. I said to myself that this was going to be my year and nothing could stop me from conquering it. I had all the ingredients I need to make this year my year. I was single, I was living in a big city in my own apartment that I paid way too much for, with a cute dog to add to my happiness. My passion was my career, and nothing was going to stop me from making 2016 my bitch. It's now a new year, and I have to say, never in my entire life did I spend so much of my year calling my mom, crying, asking, when will things go my way? When will life get easier? Through all the bumps in the road and the bruises left on me and my heart, I can't help but smile and thank God for the year I've had. 2016 was a year of growth, acceptance, struggle, and self-doubt. And with each of these, I'm a stronger person. I was at that point in my life where I had everything I needed but one thing. And if I had that one thing, I could finally be happy. I wanted love more than anything. Broken, naive, and confused, I searched for it in all the wrong places. Literally all of the wrong places. You know what they say, when you're a queen, never put your heart in the hands of a joker. And I guess I needed to learn that the hard way. I painted a picture of how great my previous relationship was, even though it was the furthest thing from healthy. Convincing myself he was the only one that could possibly ever love me, I chose to focus on the very few good things that came from that recently ended relationship, and not all the moments that he had me in tears so very often. That is, until someone else came along. Enter Mr. Wrong. I knew he was trouble, but with trouble comes one of the greatest life lessons that I needed to learn. I'm gonna focus on all the good that came as a result of him. I grew up. The day it ended was the day I finally realized that my happiness was not found in a guy. I would never be happy with anyone until I saw my worth. It was cliche, and everyone in my life always preached it, but it's one of those things you never really realize the importance of until you're forced to reevaluate from rock bottom. I did it to myself. I played with fire and got burned. But I didn't allow myself to sit around and wallow, because I was blessed with too many things to ever cry over a stupid boy again. And ever since August, no tears have been shed over a stupid guy ever again. I started living for me. I took a look at the things I had going for me and thought of ways to allow myself to grow and change. First thing was recognizing that I wasn't flourishing like how I wanted to when I moved across the country. I loved my friends and my city, but I didn't love the attitudes and energy of the people around me that I didn't necessarily know. There's something so exciting about being in an unfamiliar place, reinventing yourself. Once you've done it before, it's easier to do it again. I wanted somewhere driving distance to my family, but a few hours away to act as a good buffer zone, because I enjoyed being on my own. I knew exactly where that was. Nashville, Tennessee just felt right. I'd always hoped Los Angeles would be right for me. I had this glorified image of what life would be, and it never quite measured up to it. It might not have been what I hoped it to be, but it is exactly what I needed to grow up. It molded me these past few years. It gave me independence, lifelong friendships, and discipline that I never knew I had. But still, 2016 taught me that this wasn't the city for me anymore, and that's completely okay. But it gives me a great sense of excitement and hope for 2017 in a new place. And what kind of letter to my past would it be if I didn't talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, Miller, the dog, not the beer. Something completely random 2016 taught me was a true love between a dog and a human. Not once but twice was Miller put in danger right before my very eyes. So many phone calls made home to tell my parents the bad news, freaking out about unexpected bills, only to hear exactly what I needed to hear from the woman who knows all. My mom would only say, "Will Miller be okay?" And I would say, "Yeah, but this and this and this." And then she would say, "Then that's all that matters. No amount of money can measure up to the amount of love that you have for a dog, and that's worth every penny. Mom always knows best. I've learned to cherish every moment I have with him. No one understands the bond between you and your pet until you yourself have one, and that is worth everything and anything." Once again, I'm overexposed. I guess I can't end a letter about 2016 without talking about the one thing that you guys are dying to know about: the boyfriend. I swore up and down that I wanted to be single the remainder of my time in Los Angeles, which was about 7 months. And then that lasted about 2 months, and then when I was back in Kentucky, I realized that wouldn't exactly be the plan after all. The timing, while it seemed to be wrong at that time, ended up being alright. A true gentleman, one of those guys that opens your door every single time you go anywhere together, that treats you with genuine respect and liked me, and I liked him back. And just like that, it was the beginning of a love story to be continued in 2017. A lot can happen in a year. Starting 2016, I was lost. Ending 2016, I knew exactly where I was, and that was the beauty of developing in a year. The tough years are essential for our growth, and while this year hasn't exactly been the easiest, even in the slightest bit, it's the year I saw the most change for the better in myself. Every intricate detail, while most things didn't exactly make sense at the time, finally are clear. But what did I learn most? Well, it taught me a few funny things. As Caitlin always told me, I can't drink any flavor Bacardi anymore, despite me thinking I can. And it's not just the black grass. They're all shitty and end in me puking the next morning. I also learned to finally use a can opener the correct way without breaking it, so that's good. But on a more serious note, this past year taught me that I'm not defined by another human, and that I'm exactly where I need to be for a reason. It taught me that love comes around when you're truly ready for it, even if you try to deny it. It taught me that nothing can come between a dog and a human. And finally, it taught me that 2016 didn't change me. It might have assisted, but in the end, it was me who decided to change me. I had the chance to make the changes, and I took them. I can't wait to write you in 2016, for I know exactly where I'm going and who's coming with me. Parting with not exactly sorrow, but more happiness, Sarah. And that's my letter. So that is the letter to myself in 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like doing these kind of videos, so be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And also stick around by subscribing. I know, so annoying. But let me know in the comments below what you learned most in 2016 and what you're looking forward to most in 2017. I would love to read them because reading comments are my favorite thing. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye! I got lipstick on my band-aid.